People think insulation is good, and it is, but it does not work without air sealing. Think about wearing a fleece or a loose sweater on a cold day. It'll kind of keep you warm until the wind blows. As soon as the wind blows, it blows all that warm air right out from around you, and you get a bit of a chill. Insulation is exactly the same way. If you air seal, you will stop the air moving through the insulation, sucking the heat out of your home in the winter and allowing heat to penetrate into your home in the summer. The U.S. Department of Energy estimates that on average about 20% of your total heating and cooling bill could be due to air leakage. We actually find particular homes where it's even worse. So sealing up these leaks can have a huge impact on the amount of energy you use and the utility bills that you have to pay. After you identify the leaks in your attic, it's important to go fix them. We pull back insulation that may be there already. We find all the leaks and then use the appropriate tools and techniques to fix them. Around electrical penetrations, we'll use caulk or expanding foam. Around light fixtures with their electric boxes sticking up in the attic, again, we'll use caulk or foam. Around larger holes like plumbing chases or vent pipes, expanding foam usually does the trick. Occasionally we'll have to build that out if the hole is very big with some rigid material to give the foam something to bond to. Around flues and chimneys, you need to use fire-resistant materials and fire-rated caulks because normal caulk or foam can't be in contact with these surfaces. After air sealing around a flue or chimney, we generally need to leave an air space to block the insulation from coming in contact with that flue and overheating and creating a fire hazard. Here we create a small dam, occasionally out of drywall or sheet metal stock, so we can come in after the fact and blow a foot or 18 inches of insulation and not worry about it coming into contact with that flue pipe. We seal around recessed lights. While we're up air sealing in the attic, we're also planning ahead for the rest of the insulation details. For example, if there's soffit ventilation, we insert baffles. The baffle essentially prevents insulation from blowing out and covering the soffit vents. The whole process of air sealing in an attic can be a little bit dirty and itchy. You have to crawl through the insulation to find the existing holes. You may have to crawl into tight spaces, including out at the eaves, but it's very important to locate and seal these holes. That's the only way your insulation will work properly and the only way you can ensure that you'll maximize your energy savings and the comfort in your home. After you've air sealed your attic and perhaps added additional insulation, there's a critical step remaining, and I can't emphasize this enough. First, we want to use a blower door to verify that we actually achieved the reductions we set out to and that we didn't miss any major leakage areas. Second, we want to go back and confirm that all of your combustion equipment, furnaces, hot water heaters are still drafting properly. Remember, we've just tightened up your house, and therefore it's critical that we test the safety of all your combustion equipment to make sure they are still operating efficiently and safely and venting all the pollutants outside. Insulating your attic is great, but remember, you need to air seal first, then insulate, and then test out. By looking at the house as a system, you can maximize your comfort, the safety of the house, and your energy savings.